Hello and welcome to Circle Time for today. Sue, our friends are here. Will you help me say hello and greet them? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? I'm fine, fine, fine. Well, Sue, we're going to have a fine day today talking about letter J is for jigsaw puzzles. But first, let's do our calendar time. We need to feed Fred. I think he's waiting for you too. Look how excited he is. There you are, Fred. Well, now that Fred has been fed, let's turn around and do our calendar time. Which pointer should I pick? Do you want to pick, the bunny rabbit right there? Okay, we'll pick the bunny rabbit today. Okay, now let's see how we're going to count. Let's reach into our jar. Blink. So we'll blink and count today. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Today is May 13th. Can you say that? May 13th. If you go up to the top, you'll see that today starts with the letter F. Letter F sounds like this. So what day of the week starts with that sound? Friday. Today is Friday the 13th. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Well, let's check your Friday forecast. Look outside and see what the weather looks like for you today. When I do like this with my microphone, shout out your weather. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is out today. It is out today. Well, let's dress Weather Bear. Let's put on a t-shirt and some pants and shoes. There. Weather Bear is dressed for what season? Spring. Summer will come, but not until next month in June. Well, that was our calendar and weather time, and now I want to give you some ideas for a letter of the day. If you want to, J can be your letter for today. J is for jigsaw puzzle. Do you know what a jigsaw puzzle is? It's a puzzle with a lot of pieces. In fact, this puzzle has 100 pieces. It's Thomas the Train and Friends. Now I'm going to decorate my letter J with puzzle pieces. I have an old puzzle that's missing some pieces, so I'll just glue those old puzzle pieces on. If you don't want to mess up your puzzle, you can just tape the pieces on and then later clean it up and put them back in the box. So there you have it. J is for jigsaw puzzle. And this is what letter J looks like. Well, now that we can recognize letter J, let's learn how to write it. Let me see where Fred is. I don't want him to hear this part. Letter J looks like a fishing hook. Let me show you. We won't tell Fred. All you have to do is make a line that goes down and curves around like a fishing hook with a top. That's how you make the letter J. Fred, I hope you didn't see that. Letter J looks like a fishing hook. The little letter J also looks like a fishing hook, but instead of a top, it has a dot. Down and curve around with a dot. So you can practice writing your letter J's today if you'd like to. You can get a copy of this handwriting house writing paper over at my blog Parents. The link will be below. Just go down and curve around and give it a top. Down and curve around and give it a dot for the little letter J. Now let's talk about the sound that letter J makes. Letter J says J, J, J. Can you make that sound? J, J, J. Letter J says J, 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 as in jump. So let's stand up and do some jumping to help that sound stick. Let's jump. How about 5 times? Are you ready to jump? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Now let's jump 7 times. Here we go. J says J, 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 as in jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Let's jump 3 times. What does letter J say? J, 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 as in jump. 1, 2, 3. Good job, everyone. Well, that was pretty fun. I have a couple of other fun ideas for your day today. You can make yourself a jigsaw puzzle. I'll put the link below so you can get a copy of this, but you could use the front of a cereal box and cut it into pieces. You could use a birthday card from grandma that you've already read. You could cut the front into pieces. You could use a coloring page out of your coloring book. Just cut it into pieces, and then you can put all the pieces together. If you don't want to do the puzzle again, you can glue the pieces on a piece of construction paper. But if you do want to do it again, you could just put them in a Ziploc bag, and you could do that again and again. A great idea for story time today is Curious George Goes to the Hospital. Curious George is always very curious. Let me show you what happens in the book. He finds a jigsaw puzzle that the man with the yellow hat has left on his desk. He opens it and thinks it looks like candy. He decides to put it in his mouth and he swallows it. He has to go to the hospital and get an x-ray. That's a picture of your insides, and the doctor has to take that puzzle piece out. Now, we know not to put puzzle pieces in our mouths, but poor George, he didn't know that. So, well, that was those were some fun activities today. For J is for Jigsaw Puzzle. I hope you'll join me next time for another Letter of the Day and Circle Time video. See you then. Goodbye.